Hey.
Hello.
What?
Hello and welcome to the Talkies. Four filmmakers talking about movies. I'm Kenny.
I'm D.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Maddie.
Yay, Maddie's back.
Yay.
She missed one.
Did she miss one?
Yeah, she
I was like,
wasn't
she
here
didn't go
for-
anywhere.
What was it?
I'm glad you noticed. Yeah.
Nightmare Alley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I haven't
right.
edited that one yet as
Yeah.
of this recording.
Oh, you gotta get on it.
It's still on your computer.
Well, you gotta.
What's it doing here?
I guess I gotta get on it. Anywho, the four of us have watched the Matt Reeves directed Batman film called The Batman.
The Batman film.
Yes. And that's our topic for today, hot takes.
Why don't you go first?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it very much.
Really?
To be fair. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that fair, though?
Yeah, is it fair?
All right, fairness out the window. I didn't like this movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. There's things I liked,
Yeah.
but as a whole, the parts did not make a good whole. There you go.
Oof.
That's my hot take.
Mine. Sizzling. I saw this movie when it came out and now. And my opinion of it got worse, actually.
Oh, really?
okay.
Yeah.
No.
I love it as a movie, and I hate it as what it is, which is like a Batman narrative.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take.
That's a good hot take. My hot take is that I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was good. thought it was really good.
Good.
Yeah, I liked it. And I do have
I respect that.
an issue.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
We'll get into it.
Just one issue.
Let's dish.
Maddie.
I also was okay with it. I think it's my hot take. It's kind of like, it's okay. I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Probably.
But
That's how I felt,
and
too.
that's to me, I agree with those words 100%, but I call that bad.
Sure. Oh,
what I
that's
call
fair.
bad.
I would. Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
I could agree.
There's
think
no
I-
meh for you.
Yeah.
Only
Right.
good or bad. It's all.
I did have expectations, and they were met.
Non-binary
So it-
human, binary film critique.
Good, bad.
Good and bad.
I think it's in the gray. I think it's
I
definitely.
get you. It's probably somewhere in the black and red, actually.
Probably.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the black and white.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So, on the good side of things, like it did have all the things Batman movies are supposed to have,
Yeah, I hit up the checklist. Yeah.
and it did a few things that were just made it a little more interesting, right? I'm thinking specifically the style, right? Like
Yeah.
the style was very cool.
yeah.
And like very conscious throughout. You used the word conscious when we were watching it. Like I love that.
Aware. Very
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, I mean, all Batman movies are kind of in that noir genre. This was the most noir.
Yeah, I
of
like
any
that about
Batman
it.
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It really felt like a detective movie.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something that even Batman, a line he kept saying over and over again was, we are not playing the game, the Riddler is. And that was kind of an interesting, it was interesting to see a Batman, like, willing to play the game as opposed to Joker. He never wanted to play the Joker's game.
Right.
Right.
I would
In
agree
other
with that,
movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it wasn't, I feel like Batman, I think, was a little flat. He was a two-dimensional character to me.
Yeah.
But it was a dope movie. Like, it was, I think, again, too fucking long.
Yeah, it was pretty long. I felt it got way more interesting at the end.
It changed.
Like, I really like Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he's
when they
awesome.
unleashed him finally, meaning his mask was off and he gave a freaking long
Monologue kind of thing.
monologue.
Yeah.
I'm like, that. I've been waiting for this the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the best scene in the film.
I heartily disagree.
Yeah, I love it.
You didn't like him?
No, I like Paul Dano enough in the role, but I felt like his character was cliche almost. I don't know why. Maybe it could just be because it's a Batman movie, but I felt like as a villain, there's more to villain behavior than screaming and going no, and then hitting the high contrast points where you're singing falsetto during a serious moment. I felt like I've seen everything he's already done before in other better movies.
Sure.
I just didn't like that he was like a very undeveloped character that wasn't on the screen at all, not like once, other than on phones.
Yeah.
For 75% of the movie, and it that kind of robbed him of some menace. I thought it just wasn't very palpable. It didn't scare me the way like the Joker. The first time we see him like in person after the opening montage is the damn pencil disappearing act, and you're like, oh my god, this is the scariest human I've ever seen, right? And I didn't get that like, oh, this guy does kind of creep me out until
he took off the mask.
Until he talked.
I agree there. Yeah.
They were pulling from Seven, that David Fincher movie Seven.
Oh yeah.
Where Kevin Spacey, they're hunting. It's almost the same movie. Like they're hunting down this guy who's like killing people. He's doing like the 7 deadly sins. He's killing each person.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I like Seven a lot. Seven's a really good movie.
7 is awesome.
Now that I'm like, oh my god,
Hey,
that
let's
one.
watch 7.
We should watch 7. That's a great movie. But he doesn't show up in the movie at all. You don't see him whatsoever until like the last quarter of the movie, pretty much.
Well, like the most famous scene.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. Yeah. But I think it's done much better in 7.
Yeah.
Obviously. What I'd say is like this movie reminded me a lot of Joker in the sense that Joker is diet taxi driver. Batman is diet 7.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right. That's
awesome.
You have put that very well.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of it.
That's
And it's a
perfect.
fair comparison to Joker. I felt very much the same way with Joker.
Yeah.
It was like, I
Wait.
love the style here.
You're talking about Joker the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Yeah, when
what's-
we watched Joker, remember,
Yeah.
I responded kind of the same way. I was like, this movie has cool elements and a neat style, and hey, what a fresh new take on this idea. But just, I didn't really like the movie altogether.
Yeah. This movie didn't really have any fresh new takes at all.
Yeah, it very much felt like a by the numbers Batman movie.
Yeah.
With-
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
That was
With-
my biggest issue too.
Yeah.
It's like a very standard. It's almost like the most default Batman movie
It feels
ever made.
It feels like
Everything was
an
a cliche.
episode
Yeah.
of a show.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Was this rated R?
No.
Okay, but that was the hubbub when it was being made.
Yeah. I
And
know. I was
so-
really
Oh,
disappointed
dude, I
that
totally forgot about
they
that.
walked
Yeah.
that back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
they
everyone was
did.
talking
Yeah.
about, that they're going to do a rated R Batman, because when we were watching it, I'm like, dude, they're pulling their punches.
Yeah, the whole time.
Like, there were a lot of moments where I'm like, this is where you would do a serious squib. I mean, they blew a guy's head up, and it was almost off camera, right? And then when
Right, yeah.
Falcone gets shot, like, there's like a little blood spray on his face. Like, they don't even show his wound.
Yeah, the wound
you
is
know?
like a little bit up here. Or
Yeah,
something.
like they really did not go very hard into the violence.
That's interesting because I was thinking about this movie as a film noir movie going
Yeah.
into it, and I'm thinking, okay, so it's got the length, it's got the actual noir look.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's really dark. It's even got sort of Femme Fatale going on. Talk about that in a second. But what it didn't have was the violence, because
Yeah.
that's what noir films are about the disintegration of morality, right? And Batman would be a great character to put into that center, especially in a place like what do you call it? Is it Arkham City? Is that what the place is
Gotham?
called? What is it?
Gotham?
Gotham.
Yeah.
What is
Arkham
Arkham
City is
City's
a
a video
video game.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but in Gotham, but Gotham's like famous for how its depravity and everything,
Yeah.
right? So it's like it would be perfect to have that kind of disintegrating hero, but they didn't have that. So
Like, I thought, I mean, I think there were even rumors about it way back when this was in production,
Yeah.
that Batman was going to cross his line. That this is like where Batman kills.
Yeah, that's
sort
what
of
I
thing.
heard as well.
Yeah. And so that, I had an expectation that got disappointed.
I wonder why they
Yeah.
walked that back, considering Joker was rated R and made a shitload
bunch.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was like, wasn't this made sort of an answer to that
Yeah.
phenomenon?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At least that was what I understood. And then I was at Target and I saw the Batman toys all over, and I'm like, oh, Maybe this isn't what I thought it
They
was.
got cold feet, and they're like,
not.
but the kids.
Yeah.
It
Kids
definitely
love
not.
Batman.
We need the kids.
It felt like a 13-year-old movie, like a movie meant
Yeah.
for
For
13-year-olds.
13,
Yeah.
It did. It felt like a movie for movie nerd fans, kind of.
Yeah,
Like Batman fans who are just gonna like it.
Yeah.
I think it was like maybe the most like true to the comics
Maybe.
Batman
Maybe.
probably ever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you know how I no, both of you have said this. How like when a movie is a comic book, you don't really like it because you don't like comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this did the comic book things big time, and I often have been able to like forgive, but like the way they developed some kind of romantic
Yep, that
tension
was-
between him and
Uh-huh.
That was pretty
him and
hilarious.
the
I
cat
didn't
was
buy
like
it until
it
I
was
did.
absurd.
They had chemistry.
like when they
but-
kissed, I was like, "What?
Yeah. That. Yep.
What?"
The most chemistry
And-
they had was when he was holding her back when they were going through the place, and the person with the flashlight was like, "Ooh." That was the most chemistry they had the whole movie.
Oh, when it
When-
was a hostage sort of situation.
Kinda. Yeah.
Hot.
Now, know what she's into.
You know what I mean? Well, I guess. Shit.
And
but
the first time we saw her at the home with,
I was convinced they were like
it looked
together.
They were
it
lovers,
looked like
right?
they were suggesting they were lovers.
And she called her baby on the phone.
Well,
yeah.
Which apparently is
So
she
I'm
used
like,
with
cool.
Batman
We have
too.
like a lesbian star, and you know.
I mean, she could
And
have
it's
been
just-
lovers. It doesn't.
No. Yeah.
They could have been, except for they kept using the word friend, and her reaction to
Oh,
her
I guess she
death
did say
was
friend,
a
didn't
friend
she?
reaction.
Well, also
I think.
they could have been lovers, and then she died.
They're definitely Eskimo
That's what I-
sisters.
She
Yeah.
died, so she moved on.
I think that's what happened.
She just moved on.
Yeah.
She's literally
She
moved,
moved on to Batman.
That was the
Yeah.
darkest thing she did. That was her dark character. Was that she hates her girlfriend.
Yeah, no, I think they were friends. I think that was a queer bait. I think they were like, and I was
bait.
baited. I was like, oh, I'm fucking here for this,
They got you.
and they
Okay.
got me.
Shame on them.
Here's the thing about the Femme Fatale thing that I was talking about.
Yeah, bring it on.
So Femme Fatale is in film noir, is a film noir archetype, as
Yeah.
a character
Right.
of a woman, because women back in the film noir days weren't big main characters. They were mainly used to bring up male characters. And they do a lot still in comic book movies, where in order to make a guy feel bad, they kill off his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, Catwoman had a whole big character,
Mm-hmm.
and she had an arc,
Yep.
but still fell in love with Batman.
Yep.
Still was held back from her pivotal actions,
Yep.
like killing her father by Batman.
And kicking that other guy off the thing,
Kicking the other
which
guy
he
off, yeah.
should have died.
Yeah,
I don't know.
None of her choices had consequences, and that really screwed me up.
Yep.
Because I'm like, she's a main character in this movie, just about a main character.
Yeah.
And she had no, like, there was no point.
There was no development on
Yeah.
her either.
No.
I walk away from that movie thinking she's regretting that she didn't kill her dad.
Right.
And I'm also thinking, wait, they would have been a better movie if they were lesbians and they did kill her lover.
Yeah.
And then she's like on a revenge thing. And that challenges Batman's morals.
See, that would be cool because it
didn't
would be
do
like
that,
another
though.
Batman, and that's what she is supposed
Yeah,
to be anyway.
right.
So
And no, she was just hot and just flexible. And, that was it.
she's there.
I
for
love Zoe
Batman.
Kravitz. No fault with her.
Hey, John Turturro. I love him.
Fucking rad.
Oh my god.
John Turturro is
yeah.
awesome.
He's so good that every time he's on the screen in this movie, he makes everyone else discounted.
Yeah.
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 That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
I was like, every time he came in, I'm like, geez, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's the most believable person in the movie.
He was,
He was
yeah.
a great antagonist.
Him next to, is it Jeffrey Wright, the guy who plays
Yeah.
Gordon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I love Jeffrey Wright, but like John Turturro in the same scene makes me go, Jeffrey.
It kind of shows like his Jeffrey Wright's like acting.
His
Like
yeah.
it shows what kind of actor
What
he
kind of
is.
actor-
Like his angle.
Speaking of his angle and acting, the girl who played the Rial girl, the mayor runner-up,
Yeah.
or whatever it was,
She was bad.
she was bad.
Yeah.
You all kept saying I didn't see that, but I
She
just
came
let her
across
be.
as really stale. Like, not stale. Her lines all sounded forced.
Oh yeah.
That's what I felt.
I'm
They
fine
all
with
sounded
that.
like first takes for me.
Yeah.
All of her lines. Anyway,
Sure. Sure.
To me.
That means they didn't like her on set and they wanted to get it over with.
Maybe. Maybe.
You know what though? I loved Robert Pattinson as Batman
He was great.
and Bruce Wayne. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, I didn't mind that at all. I would have liked a little more Bruce Wayne.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I liked his take on Bruce Wayne.
I did too.
Yeah.
I
did
think
too.
it's Bruce Wayne. I lost him. especially
really?
with the
Well,
hair.
it was a different Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he
guy-
played
I
like
was
the
like-
antithesis to
He
Bruce Wayne.
wasn't a
Yeah.
playboy. He wasn't
Yeah.
all sharp.
He deliberately
Oh,
dropped
and,
that
you know,
angle
living
of-
large.
Yeah.
He was an
you know?
introvert.
Yeah.
He was like hiding. you
Yeah.
know?
He was
Yeah.
Batman. What was it? Batman Dark Knight Rises. Batman.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that movie.
Yeah, I was like,
I hated that movie so much.
Dark Knight Rises.
This movie was better than that movie.
This was better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Bruce Wayne was like the guy who spends too much time online. Like, he's like a fucking.
Yeah.
He's like a.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
love
neat.
how often he was out and about and still had his eye makeup on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it made him look hella emo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Hair was in
very
his
emo.
face.
Hair in his
Yeah.
face
Yeah.
and everything.
Full on
Yeah.
emo Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was good.
It does
Yeah.
feel good.
It's good.
It feels good to the character. Too.
Yeah, I liked it.
Cause
Yeah, it was a neat
yeah.
character. I wanted more.
Yeah.
I did
There
want more of
wasn't
that.
enough.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking if this was the first Batman movie ever made,
Yeah.
it would be the best Batman.
Dude,
it would be
this-
amazing.
I was
That's
thinking
true.
the exact same thing when
Yeah,
I
that's
watched it in
true.
theaters. I was like,
Interesting.
I was like, man, if I saw this before Dark Knight Rises, would have blown my mind.
Yeah,
Sure.
or yeah, if we didn't
Do you mean
have
Dark
like
Knight?
Sorry, Jesus,
'cause I'm
oh
like,
my
big
god,
difference.
I'm so sorry.
Perfect segue into another issue. The music and the score was so disappointing.
It was
Like every
I do not
time the
remember
theme
any
song
motif.
played, like when the awesome upside down truck flames, kind of
Yeah.
he goes to get Penguin and he's like walking in the flames.
yeah,
'cause
dope
the-
scene with hella stupid music. Yeah,
Like,
well, the thing it was
and
kind
every
of cool.
fight scene was that way.
I mean that music was cool if it was by itself in like a lone scene that
Just
you
in
never
that
saw it
scene.
again.
Yeah.
Once, yeah.
But we had already heard those 2 bars of music
Right.
50 times
Yeah.
before.
That's
and
like
it just
the-
doesn't compare to the
just super repetitive.
you know, like it just doesn't compare to that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zimmer.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
that. Yeah.
That is extremely lame.
It is.
That is an extremely lame
And they
motif.
leaned on it
Yeah.
the whole movie.
Like it was
And
so cool.
they used the Ave Maria at the shittiest
Uh-huh.
point. That would have been so dope to put under the scene. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I want to cut this. This was shittily edited. This was like no passionless, but that scene where it's like in the hallway
Yeah.
and it's lit by the gunshots.
Yeah.
That's Ave Maria.
See,
Oh,
That would've
okay,
been dope.
See,
yeah.
That sounds very Zack Snyder.
You're right.
What-
No,
that
yeah.
just sounds Zack Snyder. What you're talking about is one of the things that I loved about the movie, the stuff that they did to make it look cool.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Because that's filmmaking stuff. That's
Yeah.
the stuff I love.
Right.
But the Batman narrative, I felt like screwed everything up
Mm-hmm.
because all they did was they didn't use a single wide lens in this movie, and it
Yeah, I
Right.
noticed
really
that. Yeah.
fucked me
It
up.
felt weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like everything's 50 and up.
It was always
Yeah.
50 and up, and it was
Yeah.
so strange because the wide shots that they do, unless it's like okay, you
There's a
brought up
seawall
Seven.
or something. But
Yeah.
Okay, you know the I don't know if you know, but the infamous wide shot at the end of Kevin Spacey, but the
Yeah, and the fields
but
and
the
all
fields.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a long ass lens that
Yeah.
they're using, right?
Yeah.
But it's aesthetics.
Right.
It's there for a point. They
Right.
they have other wide lenses in the movie, but this movie felt like it was like Zack Snyder aesthetics, where they're like, okay, I want 75 mil. I'm going to take that forever. Just the entire movie. The entire movie's going to be in 75 millimeters. And it
They don't even like walk the camera back to get a big wide shot like they did
No.
in Seven.
Yeah, it gave
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
like crowded feeling, claustrophobic, but also
not in an aesthetic way either.
in like a
around-
blurry way.
in any time they tried to go wide with that lens, it did this weird thing where it had a sort of a blurry vignette around
Yeah.
the whole frame.
I
Yeah.
did love that though.
There were times when it was awesome, though. Yeah, it was awesome at times, but it also, remember how the first shot was through binoculars,
Yeah.
right? It felt like they were calling back to that all the time.
I
Yeah.
felt the same way.
It looked like we were looking through a tube.
Or the
Yeah.
contacts all
Yeah.
the time.
I felt the
Yeah.
exact same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The contacts and I guess they did have a couple first-person moments in here. I guess those are classified as wide shots, from the contacts.
I guess, but even those, like when on the back of the GoPros, is really what it seems like on the
Yeah.
back of a motorcycle, or like jumping off the bridge, or when he's
Oh,
squirrel
yeah.
flying.
And
All of
right.
those
Yeah,
kind
the
of
squirrel-
shots
yeah.
Those are
were also close. Like they
Right.
weren't wide;
Close-ups.
they were just
even though they were technically
Scroll-
using wide lenses.
yeah,
Right.
right,
The squirrel flying looked bad.
yeah, it did.
Really?
Did it?
I thought
Yeah.
it looked
CGI.
awesome.
That was fine.
It just looked like someone who knows how to do a very clean key, but doesn't like a layer with doesn't do lighting with any depth to
Or
it.
motion,
Oh.
like that.
Like he was flying supposedly through a city at night,
Right.
Right, and he was perfectly lit,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as if there was like a rig of
That's
lights
funny.
flying
I,
with him.
I didn't think about
And
that.
all the buildings were perfectly in focus.
So
as
he
well.
he popped like too much.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say the
Oh.
CG right after that.
See,
When
there's
he hits
another.
the bridge,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that had ridiculous physics
that
going
was pretty
on.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he lived.
It's also.
And he shouldn't have lived.
It's also, what's the point? Why did he get hit by a bus? He just got up and ran away.
That's true.
So
like,
what's
why
the
did
plot
that even
device
happen?
there?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be an
Right.
interesting
That's what,
moment.
that's
like,
why I was
oh,
saying
he's
it's a
human.
Spider-Man moment.
It's a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But like in Spider-Man, when they did that, it was to show, oh, he's kind of bumbling
Right.
through learning how to do shit.
Yeah.
You know?
But Batman's a seasoned guy who's done this
he's been
forever.
doing
It's just
this
like,
forever,
oh,
and
he
they're
makes mistakes
he's
too,
screwed
I
up,
guess.
and now he's fine though. He's okay.
He's not going to have any extra limp through this movie or anything.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fine.
Farrell, Mr. Farrell, Colin Farrell.
Oh yeah,
That was amazing.
Yeah.
He was freaking great. He should have been the bad guy.
he should have been.
He will be.
He should have been
He
that
will
guy.
be in the sequel.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, there
that's
were
pretty.
Geez,
looks
there were
like
3 villains in here, weren't
looks
there?
like it's what they're setting up, right? Well, and the Joker's in it too.
Batman movies can never have one villain.
No, they need one villain.
Was that Joker at the end special for anything?
They're
Is that,
just-
is that some known actor or anything like that?
I couldn't
don't
recognize
remember.
I think they're just showing that
They're
we
just
have a
saying,
Joker in this universe.
Joker's here too.
Yeah. Because from what I remember, I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I've heard that they cut that scene originally
Oh, really?
and then added it back
Interesting.
at the very last moment.
Because the movie sucked and they needed something else.
I'm guessing because they went for a PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
And because of that, needed to add something in to make fans
Excited.
clamor, yeah, and
about
excited.
something.
So they're like, okay, we'll put a Joker scene in. That's what I feel like.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know.
I feel like you know all this stuff. So.
I don't.
So is it? I'm wondering. Is it possible to make like a unique Batman anymore?
Yes.
Is it?
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. People just aren't doing it.
I mean, it just feels like the lore is so developed and the expectations are so high of what Gotham City looks like, of what Gotham City does, about what the people of Gotham City are like, what the police department is like.
Yeah, it's just
who
cowardice.
all the villains are and what their motivations are is just pre-decided and cannot be messed with.
You know what it would be is a more original would be like to find some like really niche run of Batman comics that was kind of like
Oh yeah.
more obscure, something like that. I wouldn't know what that is. I'm sure it exists, but something like that, and then adapt that, or maybe go more fantasy.
Go just something freaking different. The same
Yeah.
thing happened with Spider-Man. It's just like, oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna squeeze this character within a couple of decades
Right.
until all things creative are just gone. Like somebody really good and different. Sofia Coppola would have made a really dope Batman. But I don't think she should, because Batman's done. Same with Spider-Man. We have 6 Spider-Mans.
Yeah. Well, well, I think Kenny's right about the whole saturation, of
Yeah.
of Batman lore, but not just that, but we have comic because since Marvel has done their stuff, it's like there's an entirely new genre of movie
Yeah.
now that exists. It's hard to break away from that if you're introducing a comic book.
Yeah.
So I think if you were to go something different, I think it should be a take.
Wes
like on a-
Anderson.
That would
the
be
Batman.
crazy.
It should
That
be
would be
something
different.
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Like a new campy Batman, that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Or
That would be
something
awesome.
or real noir, like
Or a real one,
with
yeah.
Yeah, it's in
with
like
no
sepia
music.
tones or black and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just high contrast
Yeah,
and like
actual
not
noir.
just like
Dark
yes.
shadows.
And
Good.
actually have
Yeah.
like no real action.
or
You
no
mean
music
Nightmare Alley.
except for like 3 parts of the movie.
Dude, Nightmare
you know?
Alley is such a better noir film.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I need to watch
yeah,
it.
that is a better film.
Altogether.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Yeah.
I was going to say, this reminded me of, what was it, version 3 of Blade Runner? Where they had
Version 3 of Blade Runner.
the voiceover.
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
the worst,
Woof.
Yeah.
worst cut.
Exactly. Had they taken out, because they did so much visual storytelling in this movie. You just remove all which I understand it's there for, the VO is there for comic book purposes, because that's what Batman does.
Sure.
He's a monologuist. But you take away all that VO, this would have been way better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I honestly felt like his narration at the beginning and end
Lasted
was
too long.
made by an AI.
It felt like it. Seriously.
Yeah, it was an AI that studied some Batman and was like, here's what Batman would say. we put Batman movies into a computer and it printed out this.
I forced the bot to watch Batman 1,000 times. This is what it came up with.
Yes.
It also goes back to both of those VO just lasted too long, too. This was a 3-hour movie. It should have been maybe 100 minutes.
The thing with film noir, I mean, I feel, because I think most film noir are very long movies anyway.
Sure.
But you're right, because
Yeah.
I think this movie felt more action than it did noir.
It wasn't The Godfather.
Yeah.
No, exactly, yeah. It's like when I think of long movies, think of like The Irishman.
Right.
And that gets like as dark as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Dark Knight kind of was The Godfather. And an action.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch
And
The
an
Dark
action
Knight
movie.
with all,
And an
the
action movie,
yeah.
whole trilogy, but not this.
That's just like, okay, there's the second question. Is any Batman movie even worth making after Dark Knight?
No,
Like,
stop
It
it.
still
The
hasn't been
original.
topped.
It's like
I just watched it again
that movie
recently.
literally should have been nominated for Best Picture. Like, maybe the biggest snub of all time was that year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
The Florida
Best
Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, sure.
That's an awesome movie.
We're going to talk about this movie later, but I want to bring it up real quick. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, yeah, we're going to
I
cover
wanna go
that
watch
movie.
that.
Haven't
I
seen
think,
it. Heard
if
great
we
things.
watch it.
So they do this. It's no secret. They do like this, multi-dimensional thing.
Yeah.
But it's already done before. And what was the movie? Freaking, what's the one that just came out? Doctor Strange.
Oh, the Multiverse of Madness.
So Doctor
Yeah.
Strange and his whole
Yawn.
shtick has been that for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like going into this other movie, you would think, oh, it's just another Doctor Strange. But then you watch it and you're just like, it's completely original.
Uh-huh.
And that's the take that we need on the Batman.
Agreed.
Is someone to come in from a completely different angle.
It's
Yep.
the only reason I wanted to see this movie.
Yeah,
was
me
I
too.
believed that was the case.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
But it really feels generic when you look at it.
And honestly, it's probably the most blah Matt Reeves movie.
What other stuff has Matt Reeves done?
Yeah, I don't know.
Planet of the Apes trilogy,
Oh, that was good.
and
was
he
good,
did Cloverfield, the original Cloverfield.
Oh, the original one.
I
Yeah.
liked that one too.
Wow, those are different movies.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he may have done more than that, but those are the four.
You know
that
what?
I
It does kind of feel like this movie was, like a lot of things about it were probably like the filmmaker might have had like handcuffs in a way.
A lot of it did. But
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
we talk about with the rated R also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you could sense some of that.
Some of that like
I
kind
agree.
of passionless,
It
just kind of like
does feel like a R-rated movie cut to be PG-13.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, or
Yeah.
even like rewritten. You know, like kind of in Congress
Yeah.
as the bill is going to be signed. People are like writing in the margins, like
There's times when Kenny, when you brought up like it's like his monologue sounds like an AI wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's times in here where like Jeffrey Wright's character will just straight up say the thing that is in front of the camera, or
Yeah.
I guess Batman doesn't really talk usually, but it's like the stuff that he says. Like his talking is pretty minimalistic. Like when he says the "You are El Rata," right? And he says "You are El," and I'm like, "Oh fuck! Wow, that was amazing."
Yeah.
But like Jeffrey will say something like he'll just read the card, he's like "To the Batman," right, or some shit
And
like.
everyone in he goes, "What the hell is that?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
why is he writing
What the
to
hell
you?
is that?"
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like shut up.
Yeah, don't say anything. Yeah, agreed.
That really does.
He's the most puzzled human being
So,
ever.
I'm like, how did you get this job, man?
That dude, he doesn't know what
He's
the
all
fuck's
like-
going on.
Batman's all like, "Oh yeah, I saw Kinsey at the Mafia Club," and he goes, "You're saying Kinsey's dirty?" Yeah, that's literally what I just said. Kinsey's dirty.
Not like shit. Kenzie's dirty too.
Or
Yeah,
Jesus, he's strangling her.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fine. Okay, just let us listen. I don't fucking.
He just
Or
doesn't
even
know
just
what's
like
going on.
Jesus, turn that off. You know, like something a human would say.
Jesus.
The last scene,
Jesus.
or one of
Jesus.
the last scenes. There are several
Jesus.
last scenes in this movie, but
Jesus.
one of the last scenes, the two of them go off on their bicycles.
They're on bicycles. That's what
Their
he said.
motorcycles, sorry, and they're riding in tandem like a couple,
Yeah.
And they keep
And
racing
then they
in
come
front
to
of him.
crossroads, and it was one of those moments where
Yeah.
it felt like the movie expected us to care more than they deserved.
That's
Yeah.
and that's the executive.
They
you're hearing
they felt
or watching.
They believed that we were invested in their relationship.
Right.
So foolish.
And that we should feel something.
Yeah, we're smarter than
while
that.
they ride in
Filmmakers.
tandem, and then like be sad when they part ways. Like you could tell they wanted that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those bitches didn't even know we were gonna watch this movie.
They didn't know.
Well, audiences are smarter too.
They weren't
you know,
expecting
like,
that.
Yes, everyone's smart.
I wanted to point out.
Everyone's smart. Everyone's
Everyone's
smart.
Did that
valid.
scene look like it was from a James Bond movie to you? It felt
Or-
very
And
James Bond.
It honestly
became a
felt
romance.
like a romance. If I was like, okay, this is
Yeah.
a rom com. This is literally Meet Me in Paris. Like,
This didn't need Anne Hathaway.
Wow.
It should have been Anne Hathaway.
Should have been Anne Hathaway.
as Batman.
as the
Batman?
Joker.
That'd be cool.
Anne Hathaway as
guess.
Joker. That'd be interesting.
It's something
That would be
freaking
cool.
different. You know
Anne
what I mean?
Hathaway as Commissioner Gordon.
I love to-
I'd be here for it. You know
I'm
what I mean?
like-
That's something
I'm
different.
thinking about her with like a big ass mustache.
Yeah, yeah.
Called you in here.
She like puts it on as she walks in.
Anne Hathaway as Falcone.
Ooh, Anne Hathaway as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
Anne Hathaway as Sonic the Hedgehog as the villain in Batman.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to point out.
Sonic as Joker.
There you go.
Anyone wanna go to Sonic?
as
Played
Joker.
by Anne Hathaway.
Played by
Anne
Jim
Hathaway.
Carrey.
Hey, who's
Played
hungry?
by Matt Reeves,
Oh shit!
who is
directed
being directed by
Keanu.
yes.
Christopher Nolan as Batman.
Oh.
Christopher Reeves.
Christoph Walken.
I was gonna say Christopher Walken is Batman.
Yeah, I'm
His name is Chris-
Walken.
His name is now Christoph.
I think I got his name mixed. I think I was
Christoph.
thinking Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know who that
Okay.
is.
That's the in Django
Oh,
Unchained.
I haven't seen that still. I know I'm
Inglorious
failing.
Bastards.
I have seen that, of course. Yes.
He's the
Hans
Nazi.
Landa.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What? D, say
Yeah.
something.
Thank you. What you were saying when we were watching the movie. Mm-hmm. You remember?
Nope.
There was a time when Batman walked into Zoe's apartment. Her
Yeah.
name's Zoe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Selena, is that her name?
Selena.
Yeah.
Selena.
It's Zoe.
It's Zoe.
Yeah.
He picked up the, what do you call it? The final notice. Piece of mail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And it's funny because when I saw that in the theater, I was like, "Oh, what does that mean?"
Yeah.
Because it's so obvious. I just went completely past
oh, so you
it.
thought,
You were like,
this
oh, this
must
must
have a
mean-
deeper meaning?
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
she's bad.
No, they're
Yeah.
doing the most cliche visual storytelling on earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is you show an overdue notice for a bill on top of all the mail with a big red bar that says like final notice.
Yeah.
Unopened.
It's like, I'm just like, this is like sitcom level.
It
A little
was.
bit. A little
Yeah.
bit.
There was some of those in there, and it was intermixed with like really really creative stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really strange. Yeah.
Yeah. Movies like this don't age well for me, you know, because like all the enjoyable stuff was because I was seeing it for the first time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. No, me too. Definitely.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really want to watch it again.
I get
Sure.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it.
Actually, when I watched it the second time, I had a
let it-
lower
Yeah.
lower opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I watched Dark Knight like 5 times when it was in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still watch what
I
Blade
never
Runner
got
every
old.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no passion in this movie. It was.
Yeah,
Dude, they,
Or if it was edited out.
they put
We
their
edited out the passion.
What?
Right.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what this movie would be like
Shit.
as a pizza.
Okay, I know what this is.
Yeah.
All right, Dee's going to
He's
lead us
got
off.
it.
Yep.
He's got it.
Yep.
Do
Yep.
it.
Okay. So you go to like Mod Pizza, you know, or Pizza Piology or any
Yeah.
of those blast pizza, whatever.
Yeah.
You go inside and you order a pepperoni pizza. That's it.
Whoa.
Yeah, all
Fine.
right.
Fine. Yep, I get
Default.
Yeah.
I
It
get
is
it.
absolute, completely 100% normal and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
No frills. I won't remember this pizza.
Sad.
I ate it, probably had a good time because it was
Yeah.
pretty good, you know, but
I
Yeah.
mean, it's pizza.
it's pizza.
All right.
Won't talk about it.
All right.
Sure.
I'm going to make you talk about it.
That was it.
How about you, Taylor?
Yeah, I got this one. This
All
is
right.
this is a Costco cheese pizza.
Hey.
I changed mine to his.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's high praise.
I mean, it
It's specific.
fills your stomach.
It's like I'm eating it. It's good. I like it.
Uh-huh.
I like it, but I wish it was Costco pepperoni pizza.
Oh.
And when you're eating Costco pepperoni pizza, you wish it was also like
Cheese.
good pizza.
What
Like-
the fuck?
I love Costco.
What the
No, it is
fuck
good
did you
when
just
you need
say?
it, but it's like it's not brick oven pizza. It's not pizzeria pizza.
Kenny, this is like
Costco
I
pizza.
I agree with Taylor here.
Costco pizza has never been top tier. Never has been. Never
You
will
son
be.
of a
Pizza.
bitch.
It's not. I am
Okay,
taking a stand right now. Costco is
Talk
only
about
good.
a hot take.
No, Costco
I
is
go
only
to-
good because your mom makes you go shopping.
You're wrong.
And you're
You're
there
wrong.
for hours.
You're
and
absolutely
you're
wrong.
starving, and so you think it's good.
You're wrong.
That's it.
I go to Costco for the pizza. That's it.
but
And
it's
hot
based
dogs.
on
But
your
you
And
were
hot dogs.
conditioned.
it's your condition.
False.
You were conditioned.
False.
Yeah, it's
False.
not good.
False.
It's not.
False.
No.
I'm with Taylor,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
I go to Costco of my own
No,
volition.
you can't.
Hey.
No, you can't have
Dude,
Taylor's.
I was in Tahoe over the weekend, and we went from Tahoe. We drove around. We were driving around Lake Tahoe, and
Yeah.
we're like, "Fuck this! We're going to fucking Carlsbad to get not Carlsbad. Sorry, Carson City, Nevada.
Yeah.
to get Costco pizza.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it
but-
was delicious.
Yep.
Yes.
We
But
drove.
to be
We
fair,
drove half an hour
Taylor,
Did you,
out of
did
our
you
way.
Did you get the smoothie?
Out of our way.
Or
No.
the coffee thing?
No.
Or the twirl ice cream thing?
No.
All
Taylor,
of these are good.
the
Chicken bake is
listening
good, too.
audience-
Chicken bake is
The
good?
listening audience is missing important context
The
here.
churro
What?
is good.
You eat 4 things, maybe. Right?
I know my pizza.
I'm just saying.
I know my pizza,
I'm
man.
just saying you driving
One of those
around-
things is pizza.
You driving around Lake Tahoe and being like, "There's nothing to eat here," is not doesn't say
No, that's
much.
not the point.
It
That's not
does
the
not
point.
say
That's not the
much.
point. The point is we drove out of our way
To get that.
to get Costco pizza.
That's beautiful.
You're making a
Thank
false
you.
Yep.
equivalency.
No,
This is
no.
bad logic.
This is great.
If I were
You
to
are in
say
the
this movie
minority
was a pizza.
of hating on Costco pizza.
I don't hate it.
You hate it.
I don't.
You hate
Wow.
it.
You know what? I think.
I hate you.
I hate you. Sorry.
What do you think about Costco pizza, D?
Well, thanks for
To keep
asking,
this
Maddie.
going.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep this going, please.
You know what's nice, Maddie, is that you and I
What?
can talk while they have
Absolutely.
their argument. Because usually,
Yeah.
if there's only 3 filmmakers here, I'm
Yeah.
caught in the middle of this.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, but it's
This
nice that I can
argument
just have.
happens every episode. D just cuts it out.
I do, yeah. Maddie,
And I will
what
this
kind
time
of pizza
again.
do you say this movie is?
I think this is a pizza that Little Caesars had a Batman campaign for.
Dude,
And
Damn it!
and
God damn it! That's what I was about to say.
no way.
Yes, I was.
No.
But say finish yours. Finish yours.
No,
Son of
that
a bitch.
no.
Son of a bitch.
Now I'm gonna go back. I'm going back to Taylor. It's Costco pizza, and it's really good.
No,
Thank
do
you.
your
I
love
original
this movie.
idea. Do your original idea.
Okay, well that was it. Pretty much Little
Oh.
Caesars Batman campaign.
All right. Hey,
And-
respect.
That's good.
Yeah.
I will build on that. All right. So Little Caesars has a Batman campaign.
wow,
Yeah.
that was
Right.
original. It's original.
Here's what they do. They have all these commercials about come get this crazy pizza.
Yes.
Where on top of the red sauce,
Yep.
we've invented a new black cheese.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's a color bright. It's black cheese,
Yep.
and people are like, "Whoa, this is insane!" So
dark
everyone's
cheese.
gonna want to try it, right? Now cheese is darker than ever,
Yes. Yes.
and
I'm here for it.
it's just a fine pizza. It's not good.
And the cheese
Yeah.
is like gray.
Ew.
And it's kind of splotchy, dark colors. like it's
It's
obviously
not
just
actually
dyed
that
it.
dark.
I
Yeah.
don't know, that's not fair because the aesthetic was good.
The idea was good.
The aesthetic of the
execution was
movie.
Execution
passionless.
of the aesthetic wasn't so
All
funny.
all right, yeah.
yeah, Costco pizza is a little bit overrated.
What
Jesus.
the yes.
Wow, what the
One-
fuck, man?
Was that
You
that inspiring
limp
that you're like,
noodle.
wow, I'm going to change my entire worldview?
You know what I don't respect is someone who doesn't stand by their convictions.
Conviction.
Huh? Where? What?
Oh wow. Ooh.
Oof.
Who's hungry for some pizza?
Not me.
Not I.
I'm not either.
I do not want gray cheese.
I don't either.
That
Dark
sounds
gray.
It's gray.
It's charcoal.
It's
Splotchy.
gray. It's
Charcoal
it's a
gray.
little fuzzy.
And it makes your teeth green. You know?
yeah.
You eat it and it like stains your teeth.
It stains your teeth.
Yeah, because they're like dyed. It's just dyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Teeth
normal
go
cheese,
black.
but they put it in like food coloring.
Or they sprayed it with that like cookie stuff. You know? They sprayed a Batman logo on it.
Kind of reminds me. Do you remember that, like, when they would do like green ketchup?
Yes.
Like, green
Oh, yeah.
Heinz
Uh-huh.
ketchup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
Yuck.
loved that.
Did
But
you?
I did as a kid.
Oh.
It's kind of gross though, thinking about it.
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah, it
tasted
is.
like ketchup.
Kind of
but
gross.
Yeah.
It was green.
Tomatoes
Yeah.
do start out green.
What?
Fuck.
We should watch
What?
that. Fried green
Shit.
tomatoes.
What? Remember Crystal Pepsi? Whoa.
Whoa.
Shit.
Remember
That
New
were,
Coke?
Crazy.
you remember-
Did you guys
uh,
know that Diet Coke? That I'm gonna end it there.
Oh, that was good. That was
Yeah.
good.
That was a good ending.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Ends it. Continues.
That's awesome. That's great. Diet Coke.
Thank you for listening to the Talkies. We are on podcast places sometimes, so good luck. I'd like to thank everybody except Maddie.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
And have a great life. Bye.
Jeez.